Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. He finds an opening past the 40. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsey with touchdown number 7 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Yellow. I go blue, lady. Mike 45. Come on. You better bring.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's going to fire one deep, middle of. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go back to the ground with Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
And it's third down.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
I got you. Yellow. 45. Mike, 45.
Mahomes going to throw. He's got it to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
From back at the 4, here's second and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. Kansas City touchdown. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Even. 4 down. Even. Hey, Haywood. Quickstone, travel.
Gives it 50. Check Mike 50. Here it comes. Check 43.
Hey, Zoo. Hit it.
Now Locke. They'll find Lindsey here. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Go. 50. Play.
Watch tight ends right. Watch
Bravo. Get it.
On first down, Locke. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks.
Brings up second and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up second and 10.
Topper.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Let's stop.
Let's go. 15, run.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Attack!
At the 28-yard line.
They run it again with Williams. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there. 15.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Going deep here for Watkins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready?
Another run by Lindsey. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Set up. 18 Gator.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step.
Hey, Wahoo. Snap.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. To the 40 and no further, so the razzle-dazzle didn't get him much. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Nice, sweetheart.
Speed grip.
3rd and 2, Locke's going to throw. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lock to throw on 2nd down. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On the set. 50, March 50. Come on, boy. Come on, boy.
On first down, it's Lindsey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The kick by McManus is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. So with less than a minute gone by here in this 4th quarter, the field goal there gets this thing back to even.
And it's setting up for a fantastic finish, isn't it, partner? It's been a well-played game, a hard-hitting game. The fans are into it. The announcers are into it. This is going to be a great 4th quarter.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play. On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Antoine Woods coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 12. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
51's the mic. Here I come. 51's the mic, boy. 51.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. A give running right, Lindsey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I'm here, 80 weapons. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Out. Smooth. 5.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ready up. 50, Mike's 50. Let's go. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
64, weak. Get it.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Ready, break. 50, Mike 50. Check 61, matchbox, light, cut.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
70, Indy. Our time. It's our time. Shoot.
Now a give right side. It's Lindsey. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready, set. 50. Mike is a 50. Check. 5. I smell fear in that offense. Hey. Ready.
Back to throw. Lock. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now it's 4th down and short, and whatever they do, run or pass it, they've got to pick up the first here.
Yeah, and you mentioned running it. That is still an option, but as you also said, they've got to do it quickly and get back to the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 50. General West. Check that.
They're going with Lindsey. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Howard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears, they get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got it.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out.